It's here, it's here, it's here. I finally got it. I finally broke down and I got myself a Sailrite LSZ1 premium sewing machine from Sailrite. Came in 2 boxes, which I think is a little odd, but not really, because I bought the premium package. So we're going to do a little bit of an unboxing video today, and maybe a quick setup. We'll see how it goes. I broke my fishing reel. So what's in the little box? What's in the little box? Let's find out. Be careful, I don't know what's in here. My assumption is, I know what this. I don't know what this is. Might be the big weight wheel. Oh yeah, that's what this is. Hopefully there was nothing else to get busted in the box. Sadly, they didn't actually pack this very good. I hope this didn't get damaged. This is a straight binding foot, which my Bernina does not have. But quite frankly, I'm probably not gonna use bindings with the Bernina anyway. The magnet sucked all the needles out. I hope those needles didn't get bent. So this is the Monster balance wheel. A little brush. This is the quote-unquote premium package. This is a magnetic base that you stick on the machine to help guide it. Feet, more needles. What the hell that is? Kickstand, seam ripper. All right, so this is the. Kind of upset that all those needles came out of their holder. I'm gonna have to figure that out. This machine takes a weird needle. It doesn't take a universal needle, I don't think. I'm gonna have to look into that. And I'm 90% sure this is the Monster balance wheel. This is an additional $100. Yeah, it's not installed. Yeah, I think this is the Monster wheel. I'll have to look. Unless the Monster wheel came on it, and this is the spare, but this thing weighs about 10 pounds. So I'm thinking this is the heavy flyweight wheel. Just had a moment of clarity. I'll get out my label maker later. I shouldn't throw away these boxes, but away they go. This is going to get set aside for a minute. And then I'm just going to take all this junk, stick it in here for the time being. Ta-da! Look at that. I'm not going to lift this box twice. So, let's move the camera over here. I'm not going to move this box twice for a couple of reasons. One is, the damn machine weighs about 60 pounds in its case. That box is, standard box. They must have these already to go, packed up and shipped. I read in the article on the webpage says that they build these individually. I have a feeling that with the lockdowns and people being bored out of their minds, they've been selling a shitload of these. That would be why I bought it. I stapled the box together. Point of note. Those staples are rat bastards. Oh, wow. All right, more boxes. Boxes inside of boxes. My assumption is this is a sewing machine. this is the storage box, and this is another box of ditties that goes with the sewing machine. Keep this packaging. Alright, well, we'll keep that packaging. And this is the case for it. There it is. Let's keep us in suspense here. We'll open this little box first. My assumption is this is the foot control and other accoutrement. When opening these boxes with staples in them, be very careful. The staples they're mean. The other thing, and this goes back to my old body shop days, is don't tear the box apart. I'd love to know how many thousands of boxes I opened with this screwdriver. And as a matter of fact, that one anal retentive jerk-off that I used to work with, he'd insist on staving the staples in case you had to put the box back together to send the part back. I throw the staples away. That's my fuck you to him. Obligatory paper packaging. Light. Foot controller, empty box. Oh, this is the bag of important shit. This is the thread holder, a roll of monster size 92 sewing thread, which is really heavier than anything I'm ever going to need. I use 69, which is pretty heavy. This stuff is for serious sewing. I'm glad I didn't order a catalog. Ultra Feed LSZ1 LZ1 instruction manual. A little bit better view of what's in the box. This is the instruction guidebook. Use, maintenance, troubleshooting, and schematics. It's only in one language. Welcome to America. Okay, American-made product. That's another reason I bought this one. Assembly instructions for the premium package. And it looks like at least one, if not two, Sailrite catalogs. Nice, good shithouse reading. Sailrite, established 1969. Basically, it's their website, but I'm a tactile guy. I actually like catalogs. And join the makers movement. Sailrite customer support, home and hobby. 2021. This looks like material. More junk. Okay. Good enough. I am going to do something I don't normally do because of this video. I'm going to just set this aside for a moment. I almost always read the instructions from start to finish before I even take something out of the box. Because sometimes, believe it or not, you get a box and you'll need instructions to get the shit out of the box. Alright, so we're going to set this aside. This is the controller plug, I'm fairly sure. Yeah. I am truly excited about this purchase. I love my Bernina, my Burnett. It's an awesome machine, but it choked the other day when I was doing those shorts and kind of pissed me off. Okay, this is a magnetic light, which is probably very handy. We'll see. We'll get to that in a minute. Now for the coup de grace. The hoopty-coopties here. I will reiterate that I bought this machine for multiple reasons, and the number one reason I bought this machine is because this machine is made in the United States. Now it is made from It's assembled in the United States with components from the United States, Taiwan, and China. Well, why do they need that stuff? Well, because the foundries and machine shops in the United States are closed for the most part, that make the little tiny components that you need to make these things. The one thing I noticed immediately that I did not see is bobbins. I'm hoping there's going to be bobbins in this box. It's supposed to come with 3 bobbins. And I didn't see bobbins. I didn't see bobbins yet. Ah, there's those rat bastard staples. I used to use my knife to open these, but I don't want to break this knife. I had another staple removing knife. I got really good at flinging the staples too. I must have opened 1,000 boxes with staples like that. Back in the good old days, all your car parts came in that. Same with that binding strip. That binding used to be steel, spring steel. Slit you open like a razor blade. The plastic's no better. The plastic will cut you just as fast as the old metal shit. Interestingly enough, the edges of the box are sealed before they staple them. Very interesting. Okay, looks like this machine wants to come out this way. This is one of those This machine was made in January of this year, it looks like. Right. We are going to put this packaging up in the attic. Now, I will say, I wish it said this end up on the package somewhere. Okay, it looks like I might have it going the right direction, but I'm going to lay it down. It's another thread holder, which is awesome. I already have one, but never hurts to have another one. Yeah, this is a thread holder. This is kind of essential for this type of equipment, this type of machine. This one doesn't have as nice of a base as the other one that I have. So that one's this one's probably going to get reserved for a spare. We'll just set this aside for a minute. And this is looks like the drive wheel. The actual drive wheel. I hate the smell of this tape. Alright, moment of truth. Alright, a whole bunch of shit fell out of the box. Little jar of oil. Now I'm gonna just set this aside for a second. Look at that. That's what I bought this machine for. Look at that. That's 1, 2. Jeez, I can't even count that high. That's no shocking. I think it requires more than 10 fingers or toes. My assumption is it's going to be 12 layers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 layers of, looks like pretty heavy canvas or something along that line. Wow, that's really impressive. Ah, my bobbins. I'm gonna have to look to see if these bobbins are similar to the ones that I already have. That's some needles, bobbins. Oh, there's another one of just 2 layers. That's impressive, actually, that they do that. It shows you that you can do 1 layer You can do something that's relatively delicate, and then you can do a monster. The monster is what I bought this for. The delicate, I got delicate. I need monster. Now, get this thing out of here without damaging it. It looks like I'm going to have to get the other box out too. Well, that's an important piece. So it's actually a little smaller than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. So there it is. Ugh, wrapped in a nasty ass cosmoline bag. And ironically, I just took a pair of gloves off. I don't think this machine has an oil well. Some of these bigger industrial machines will actually have they have like an oil bath at the bottom of them. Now this one doesn't have that. So the heavier machines, the real big heavy machines, have they have like a crankcase. This one does not. You know, I'm gonna leave that on there for the time being. So, there it is. This thing is a monster. Wow! Look at that. Holy smokes. I don't even know how to raise the foot here. Alright, I'm gonna leave that in place for the time being, but that is that's like 10 layers of vinyl. Holy shit. I think I may have gotten in over my head on this one. Okay, so left, center, right. That adjusts with it where the needle actually goes. That's the thread tension. That's your forward and reverse. That's left and right. How you turn it to zigzag. I don't have to read the directions. That's a little crooked on there, but it's to be expected. And that's your stitch length. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a little reading. Boxo tools here. And this is the actual, this is the wheel that comes with it. This is the drive wheel that comes with it. I ordered the monster drive wheel. That's the difference. So this is the new and improved and bigger attention-getting drive wheel. So this one's for really plowing through ludicrous stuff. That's a nice piece there. That's one of those made in China's, I guarantee you. Somewhere in here it'll say made in China. So nobody makes this kind of shit in the United States anymore unless it's custom made. Tailor made and custom fitted. Oil. Alright, I'm going to move this aside and I'm going to unbox the what do you call it? The custom case. Now this comes with, when you buy it without the custom case, it comes with a base for it. Now I made cases for my other 3 sewing machines, or yeah, my other 2 sewing machines. I made a case for my serger, I made a case for the Bernina, and I made a case for the module for the Bernina. the needle that's in this thing is enough to, it's really impressive. This whole thing's really impressive to me. Size-wise, I'm a little, I don't want to say I'm disappointed, but I'm shocked at how small it actually is. For whatever reason in the videos, it looks like it's a lot bigger. You're not going to make a big sale with this thing, that's for sure. This has got a weird way to wind the bobbins too. Oh, that's the bobbin winder up there. Okay, so let's open the other box. Now this is the case / base for this. Buddy Clay had one of these things. I'm fairly sure it was this one. It's the first time I'd ever seen one. And he ended up selling it or giving it away or something. For $1,300 I'm not giving this one away. Oh yeah, that was the final cost on this machine was $1,520. Now that's for the ultimate premium package. That's the whole deal. That's every single bell and whistle. And to be totally honest, I'm happy that way. I can't make this case. I couldn't make this case this nice for $200. And this case is actually very much nicer than the ones that I made. The ones that I made are not very nice. I mean, this is like a full-blown roadie case here. I feel like I'm going on tour with Motley Crue. Girls, I'm gonna get you some girls. Okay, now let's read the instructions real quick. So it looks to me like the difference is when you get this is to protect wrap this around this. Apparently somebody must have figured out that this was catching on material and ripping it. That's what this is for. This goes like this over the front of this case to protect your material against the case. Yeah, this was definitely a you gotta fix this problem. So that protects the material on the front of it. Now, all right. I'll be totally honest with you. This machine is really heavy. It's actually dangerously heavy. So there's little holes in the back of the machine here. Now, I watched all the videos on this ahead of time. Sailrite has incredibly good videos. As a matter of fact, I partially blame Sailrite for my latest sewing adventures because I started, somehow or another, I got on one of their videos, and the next thing you know, I'm $5,000 into sewing equipment. So these are metal, fairly decent looking metal here. These go into holes on the back of the machine right here. That's what that kickstand is for. Now, Sailrite has a video showing how to assemble this monster, and I'm sure I'm doing it wrong. Yeah. I'm fairly sure I'm doing this wrong. Okay. Sewing machines are incredibly delicate, I should add. They are very, very delicate pieces of equipment and really aren't designed for monsters like me. But then again, this is a, it's got a serial number on it, 21010008. So my assumption is it was made in January of 2021, which is nice. Now, I read a review one time on a piece of equipment, and the guy was lambasting this company that he was buying this piece of equipment from. I mean, running this, it was Powermatic. Guy's lambasting Powermatic, like almost to a level of ridiculous. And what was he? Why was he lambasting Powermatic? Because there was paint on the machine. There was paint somewhere on the machine. It wasn't supposed to have paint. Like some kind of fucking clown. Alright, so I backed those screws out, and here's the little holes. I'm just kind of, I'm not moving the camera. Fuck all yous. This is me. It's my excitement. There are little set screws in there you had to back off. Have to back off. And I'm fairly sure I got this at a bad angle. Not there we go. Got that one in. These are definitely a precision. This is actually a fairly precision fit here. There's not a lot of slop in these hinges. I'm gonna feel a lot better when this thing's in its base. There we go. I feel a lot better now. I did not tighten those screws up, and I have to do that. But it came with a kickstand here somewhere, designed specifically for this use. Got ahead of myself. Really excited. I was kind of hoping it would have been a little bit more assembled than it is. Ow. But I can live with it. There's the kickstand. I have to put those needles back in their respective containers. I have heartburn from kimchi ramen for lunch. Like I said, I'm a little shocked at how small it seems to be, but not overly. I give Sailrite a lot of credit. They have pretty decent naming and nomenclature on all their stuff. They everything comes with instructions for the most part. So this goes here like that. It pretty much shows you right there where it goes, which is right here. God, this thing's heavy. So, and that's so when you tip the machine back, which you have to do to change the bobbins. Not fully assembled yet. So you tip that back. Okay, now there's screws in here that I'm going to tighten with this provided screwdriver, I might add. All good sewing equipment, well actually all good equipment, comes with a little tool set I am slightly disappointed in that I thought this was metal on the other one. This one's plastic. As a matter of fact, no, it's plastic in that one too. Yeah, I've never quite grasped the concept of why you don't have the right tools for the right job. Spent my whole life fighting with idiots about that. Well, there we go. Now, I read another article somewhere, or another complaint about the machine not sitting flush with the top of the case. It doesn't bother me a single bit, really. If I wanted this to fit to the top, it's not going to. That's just it. It's require completely new machining, and I'm not doing that. Oh, all right. There's the unboxing part. Now it's in the box. It's in the box. Let's just do a quick look here at the instructions. You might as well keep rolling, right? Rolling, rolling, rolling. It's a nice little like cubby hole here for accoutrement. This could be finished a little nicer, but it is what it is. Actually, what this should come with is a little plastic tray with a. This should come with a little plastic drop-in tray. It wouldn't cost a whole lot of money to do that. All right, let's see here. Well, that's a little interesting. And a point of note. This machine was tuned by Greg. Well, Greg, if this thing doesn't work when I plug it in, it's all on you. I'm a little surprised, and I'm a little surprised I don't see, there is no assembly instructions. It says use, maintenance, troubleshooting, and schematics, but it doesn't give you an assembly order, which I think is a little odd, but it's not a deal breaker. And I'm a pretty smart guy, and I know for a fact that if I go online, I'll get the instructions I need to assemble this thing. Holy crap! I should probably read the left-handed thread. This also has like a weird, it's not weird, it's got a different type of clutching system in it than a normal sewing machine does. That'll need to be addressed. So this handle goes on here. It comes with all the tools, it looks like to me. I'm pretty happy with that. Woo! Smooth as glass. Except nothing's engaged. Nothing's moving. I must have done something wrong. Actually, there's a pin. That's going to take some getting used to. If you ever watched old Wile E. Coyote, not Wile E. Coyote, Woody Woodpecker, there's one where he takes a big bolt out of the back of a vehicle, or out of the back of a steam shovel. There we go. Wanted to get that out of there. Look at that monster. That's some serious shit there. That's That's what this machine is for. There is no thread cutter on this thing, which is kind of weird too, but it is what it is. Right, I'm gonna shut the camera off for a couple minutes, get myself acquainted with the machine, and read the rest of the instruction manual before I make any more mistakes like turning it the wrong direction. I'm a complete and total fucking boob. Here's the assembly instructions. I had moved them out of the way because I'm an idiot. But I'm going to assemble it off camera. Yeah, I'm going to assemble it off camera just because basically it just goes over about 80% of the shit that I already did, with the exception is putting that cover on. This is a keep your fingers out of it. Okay, that was relatively straightforward. I'm a bit of a dope. Like I said, I found the instruction manual here. So, it's interestingly enough, this comes with another thread stand, which I'm going to install right now. This is the Premium Plus package, so it comes with an additional thread stand and instructions. Everything comes with instructions. I'm actually really, I am truly impressed with that. I'm a bit of a dope. I wasn't paying attention. So it came with the plastic thread stand. The other thing was, so you put these two screws in, you leave the belt on. The belt actually doesn't get a whole lot of tension on it. None really. It's kind of weird. It can't come off. I mean, I guess it could if you fuck with it enough, but so let's do the integrated thread stand assembly instructions. Alright, so it says to skip steps 1 and 2, and we can go right to step 3 because this already has the hole pre-drilled. This is a thread setter. Yeah. I'm gonna cheat because I can. This is the thread. This plugs right in here, but this is an adapter to add the light to it. You don't need to run that. This is a 5mm thread cert, and I'm going to put a drop of glue on it. I put a drop of Type-On 2, Type-On 3, Type-On 2, I think. And I was very careful with that. This is MDF, and I promise you it'll strip out, but I'm too lazy to have done that by hand. It came with the 5mm bit. Sorry, it came with the Allen wrench. It's like a piece of IKEA furniture. I'll add this to the 10,000 of these I have. Just gonna do one last little by hand. Wipe that glue off of there. Good to go. Now this goes on here like this. So the way this works is you put the cone of thread on there like that. This is the thread I'm going to use for this project. So you put the thread cone on there. There you go. So you don't have to ever take this off. You can leave it on, and that just stays there like that. It is what it is. The other thing I could probably do is put the pin down the middle of it. It is what it is. It's a little chintzy. It is plastic. That's another thing I would have preferred if it was metal. That thing's going to snap off of there, almost guaranteed. Apparently you can stick bobbins on here. Alright. So that's that. Now I'm going to plug this back in. It comes with a pretty decent length of cord. Comes with a pretty decent length of foot cord. It's about the same length as my other sewing machine, and the downfall to that is because this table is so high that I'm working on, I'm gonna have to put the I'll have to put the foot treadle on something to use it probably. Maybe. Whoa, there we go, it works. Okay, I'm gonna shut the camera off again and fiddle with this a little tiny bit before I sew anything. So, do a quick walk around here, real quick, like, wow, this thing weighs a ton. There's some serious weight to this machine. So, this is the back side. It's the motor. I took the front cover off because it fell off, because the screws weren't tight. Thread holder. Under the machine, controls, which I have to read the instructions on. And this is the arm and the light that came with it. There was somebody that complained about the light. I personally think the light's pretty cool because you can put it wherever you want. Now, it is what it is. And there's the top of the box.